it's another impromptu bowling session here at New Palace Lanes, Fitchburg, Mass, and I keep forgetting this is before the taping of King of the Palace, sponsored by someone legit, and, well, we know who they are. Dave and friends are bowling on the TV lanes 3 and 4, and I'm next to them on 5. I will say I don't think I'll be seeing 130 in this, or anything remotely close. 100 perhaps, we know that happens here. We also know the Curse of the Palace happens here. So let's just zoom in a little bit more. No, we'll just raise it. There we go. So let's get started and see how much we're going to suck today. Spare to start. It's now time for El Stinko the bonus ball. What will the bonus be? El Stinko delivers with a goose egg. Here it's manual scoring, so it takes a little bit to do the score. If that were only ball 1. If that were only ball 2. Still a 10. I'm going to ruin it by saying this. So far it's a perfect game. And in Candlepin, you just have to knock every pin down for it to be perfect. So the minimum perfect score is 100. We know that's not going to last. Halftime report. Starting with a spare, then El Stinko the bonus ball reared its ugly head. And everything was perfect till we got to the 6. Then a nice respectable 8 and a strike in 5. So far we're at 44 and 2 El Stinko the bonus balls. What will they be? Could we get my ever first 2 in a row in Candlepin? I've come so close, but we know how that usually ends. Actually, always ends. El Stinko 2. And a spare. El Stinko the bonus ball yet again. Let's see what we get. We knew that was going to happen. Points to an alrighty. Make sure I disappear. I know. And an 8. Three frames to go, 7 from good. Stink frame of the day. There we go, stink frame of 4. Three away from a good game. And in my book, whoever's ready first gets to bowl first. I don't do the person on the right thing. Game. Last frame. Questionable, obviously. Wait for it lands. time I went up the lanes in Bryan's, the owner said I could. I always let the owners do their thing, unless they say I can do it myself. Too much of a lob, that's a 9. That's why I try to aim cameras towards others if in a public place that allows it, so you can watch something while I do addition and stuff. That stink frame kind of hurt, but we're starting not too bad with the 94. That 1 fill sucks, and that 0 definitely sucks. So far the curse of the palace hasn't happened yet. Let's see what game 2 has for us. This is an easier place, too. I hate narrow leaves like that. Start with a 6. think the 4 and 6 in any bowling is called the Devil's Horns, I think it is.
normal game, more or less. 8s are the only thing, and I mean, they're all right. 7 and 6 don't help. 37 at the half. Told you the 136 was a fluke.
Didn't I tell you you get to stop last year?
Just everything.
Oh.
Not just my rules, everything.
This time it only took one ball to knock half of them. Seems to be the only thing I'm successful at doing so far is constantly bad wins. To go and 8 from an all right. Just to prove you, 136 was a total fluke.
All 9s except for that 1-8. 81. Nice recovery.
We're less than 80 at the half if we kept the same pace going. Let's see what 3 guns. And a strike for this one. Not bad for a half Worcester. And we're stuck with that 7. Such a Candlepin because it's way harder to convert in Candlepin than it is in 10. I gave it to myself. That was actually a good try. Niner. Stinko the bonus ball. What will it be? El Stinko delivers with a 3.
rough start and a crappy fill and sort of a curse of the fill for a total of 46. And some people wonder what the little L stand for. It stands for the low and passing it, and the high is a 136, and it was a fluke. I own up to that. The bowling gods left me alone completely, which is why I did so well there. Under the log line, and if not, I allow myself a 5-foot margin of error, which people say for a casual bowler is being too hard on myself, but I have to set a standard. And by the way, the 5-foot mark, you probably can't see it on video, is the farthest arrow in the rangefinder. So that's a 10. Do the person on the right first. It's whoever's ready first. There we go, a wonderful 5. Frames 9 away from all right. Actually was 10. What a rare moment that actually was. Not a shot. 2 to go and 9 away from good. Four horsemen right and the 8. And by the way, how I determine it, 70s alright, 80s good, 90s great, 100 and over. I'm a static. Average casual bowl according to ICBA standards is 90. 85 is considered a good game in general. And since people's averages fluctuate, the average of 90 is around 80 to 100, so hey, that's why 80 is good. Enough yapping, more sucking. So, 1 says not bad for the ocean. Spare. And we have one ball left. El Stinko. This will determine the final score. Could be better, but it's a 4. What I'm going to do now is add it up and see if we come near my triple of 270. So it'll be a moment. Plus we're near that 4 gig point. Alright, final score. The 7 was the worst. The fill was, yeah, okay, it helped. 92. My high triple is a 270. 267. Ouch. 3 points away. And the lady just bowled a spread eagle with prey in one talon. And Dave has a mess. Well, you're both way better than I am, so. Let's see what game 4 has in store. It shows up well on camera, but we have the special strike pin as the head pin. And you know the running gag here on Watch Me Suck at Bowling. If I can get a strike with the special pin as the head pin, it's a shiny quarter. Ooh. I saw it wasn't going to happen, but we got the 4 horsemen left side. And the bowling god's middle finger remains for 9. Do this because I know some of you like it. No, a lot of you don't care for it, but it's time for El Stinko, the bonus ball. Yeah. What will the bonus be? That's the bonus. That could have been a quarter if it were the last frame. Come on. Ball strike. And with a strike, we get 2 El Stinko, the bonus balls, and I'm the only one bowling now.
So you get to be bored while I do math and stuff. Let's see what first El Stinko is. Could we get 2 in a row? That was a good effort. So, or at least, yeah, for a fill. El Stinko 2. And that one totally stung. That's a 5 fill. Final ball for this frame. No curse of the fill, we got more, and an 8. This is a really good halftime, for me at least. The worst thing is the 8 so far, at least in terms of a full frame. El Stinko didn't stink for the spare fill, it was a strike, and then, well, then that did stink. An OK 5 for the first ball, and El Stinko reigned supreme with a 0 for the second. Nonetheless, we're at a 61 so far. And everyone's out smoking butts. Four frames to go, 9 from all right. The second ball. Nine away from a great game. Remember, all right, 70s, good, 80s, great, 90s, ecstatic, 100 and up.
used to pick off the pair, so that's a 7. 2 away from great. Which is the 4 horsemen and the 9. And a half Worcester ball. I did the unadvised glory shot, and it worked for a 10. I just need 2 pins in this last frame to hit triple digits. And we're there. Went completely the wrong way for a 9. There we go. I like easy places. This is the easiest of the legitimate easiest place of those that have a iron pin plate. There we got our first and hopefully more than 1 triple digit score. The 7 was the worst thing that happened. And we got $1.07. Let's see what 5 has. And you look at this and say you don't suck. Have you noticed how when I play with people, when I bowl, I don't do anywhere near as good? That's sucking. Were hiding a friend. You could see it, but I didn't. That's a 6 for a start. Palace right. It's almost set up as the infamous New Palace right. From the beginnings of WMS. It will become a spare like it was on WMS. Yep. Remember, when I play with people, I'm lucky to get 70s. So even if I'm doing 80s, 90s, 100s, I still suck. Anyway, it's time for a stink of the bonus ball. Haven't had a good one yet. Oh, actually, we did the strike. And Yeah, that was the only good one. El Stinko gives us 0. That was a gutter ball. And with a full rack, you can reset. If it's not a full rack and pins go down, you lose those points. So now the spare means absolutely nothing. If that were the first ball, that would be a new palace left. Let it live. Cleary right. Seven. Towards cracking good. 0 hurt a lot for the fill, but at least it's not a 0 frame. And the 6 was the worst, 7 wasn't much help. We're exactly at the halfway point towards good, the 40. kingpin remains for a 9. And the way you can tell with this resolution video, the kingpin is darker because it's further away from the light. Two frames ago, 8 from all right. Much needed spare. Eight from good, and time for El Stinko the bonus ball. Hey Sam, that helicopter pin helped quite a bit. It's an okay fill of 6. So we're getting a good game at least. And a 9. Alrighty. We pulled that one out. In spite of the 6 and the 7, and already 6 fell. And a 9 to finish it off. We're in an 87. And time for game number 6. Start with 9.
spare. Time for El Stinko, the bonus ball. And we got the special pin. We got the special pin. If we get a strike, it's a quarter.
25-cent ball on the line.
Way too far to the right. Half Wisterish. Still come out with at least a 6 for this frame with 2 to go.
2 of these to go.
Niner. I made a math error. I was giving myself a 1 for the fill, but I remembered I had 6 to start with and had 2 more balls to throw. So that's the delay there. Backdoor spare. Hey, with that being said, at the half, 2 marks, 9s and 10s, a 6 for the first bonus, and El Stinko will round up frame number 5, as I'm trying to say. Let's see what the famed ball will get us. El Stinko gives us 4, which is, but it helps. And the bowling god's middle finger for 9. Three away from an alrighty with 4 frames to go. Another spare. I'll do this one more time because some people do like it. El Stinko, the bonus ball. Yeah. What will the stinker be this time?
its best. 0. There we go. A bona fide half Worcester on the left. Finally one of those. We know a stink frame of 2 had to come along, and there we go. While we're 1 away from good, the whole game fell apart there. Coming to a crash. 7. In spite of all this crap, we only need 4 for a great game. And we made it. So close, but nope. The 2 ruined it. That just derailed the train. Still a 96. And we're close to that halfway point, I mean that 4 gig point, so I'm gonna stop. And I have the camera here because people are using 3 and 4, so I'm gonna switch the camera to a more comfortable position and we'll be back. And we got the special 25-cent pin. Alrighty, we're back. Yeah, I have to cross the camera to talk to you, and I don't like doing that. So it's time for a new game, and we got the special 25-cent pin. All we have to do is get a strike.
Nope.
And another one that actually was. And a 10. And a 6. So far, this is the worst game. The 10 and the 8, that's all that was good there. So far, 36 at the half. Another 10. One pin away from a microwave turkey dinner, which is 3 10s in a row. But still, 9 ain't bad.
Well, I got away around the same price.
2 frames and 5 from an all right. And that's what we call a New Palace mid-right. Ends in a spare. Away from good. time for El Stinko, the bonus ball. What will the bonus be? Not bad, a 6 fill. So it's going to be a good game. Curse of the fill. The 6 is all we're getting. Again, close, but no cigar for good, for great. We almost got the microwave turkey dinner, but that 9 ruined it. Then I got the spare with a halfway decent 6 fill, but the curse of the fill reared its ugly head, and that's all we got. 87. Let's see what game 8 has in store.
Why didn't do it? If they had, I'll call them. Why didn't do it? That's why everybody says nations or powers.
Half Worcester on the left. Well, it's something. It's a 6. Someone left keys in the car. Hitting the wood was actually what I was going for. It just didn't work. 8. That's a 5. That gutter ball took off 3. 6. That's an 8. So far, this is going to probably be the first bad game if we keep going. The 2 8s are all we have going in a 33.5. And that's what I think of your middle finger, bowling god. It's a 10. Roundabout way of eating spare. If you notice one major difference, when a shot actually goes good, most of the time lately, it hasn't been luck. Just need more of them to happen. Time for El Stinko the bonus ball. What will the bonus be? And El Stinko delivers with a 1.
Hey Phil, how you doing, sir?
Okay, 2 things.
Lunch is dinner.
And a stink frame of 4. Chris to the Phil. some wood action, gave us an 8. Last frame, all we can hope for is an alrighty, which will be the worst we've done so far. And we just need 4. And an 8. And with all the addition stuff being done, and the camera moving a little bit, the 4 hurt, curse of the fill. We at least managed an alrighty, a 74. Time for game number 9. We are on the last of the 2/3.
I read it being at the house.
Yeah.
Every week.
Right.
Tying the worst frame, our worst start, a 2. Did you ever see a pin do that before? I never have. And no, he doesn't really juice the lanes. We made the joke way in the beginning. It's an ongoing thing. Spare. That can possibly help. Time for El Stinko the bonus ball, and we got the special 3-striped green pin in the front again. Get a strike on that, it's a 1/4. But what will El Stinko the bonus ball be? $0.25 shot. Payable by B&E Bank. That's 25 cents. stink are the bonus balls? What will they add up to?
Right.
They set this up for it, so anybody can run it. Figure out.
That at least gets things on track.
27, 13.
And that fixes things a bit.
Yeah, cool.
Bowling God's middle finger remains. And the bowling god tells me how much he loves me with a knife. Four horsemen left side. War and conquest remain for 8. And it's time for the halftime report. What a horrible start, but then it got better. And not bad fill at all for the strike. Plus the 9 and the 8, we are at a 48 so far.
No, I mean, because I've been thinking about doing it, but King of the Hill. I don't do King of the Hill. But I was thinking about a Saturday King of the Hill, King of the Palace. Still call it King of the Palace, but a lesser version of the show. On TV, no sponsors, less of money. And it's kind of I'm not going to change the format of them having to run the lab, right? So you still have to run the lab. I'll do it on a Sunday.
9.
It's like 4 o'clock.
If that pin were taken out, it was still barely on. Still it's not.
They're not holding it over. Now if I did it on a Sally.
3 frames, 4 away from all right. 8. That quarter Worcester ball and ball 2 hurt a little bit.
Right.
2 to go, 6 from a good game.
That's a beat right there.
Away from a great game. The casual average. It just happens to work that 80 is considered good because most averages are considered 10 points either way from the supposed 90 average. Happens to work out. That's a 9. It hit Deadwood in the gutter and then it...
I know, but you don't answer. Then if your phone just went off.
That's why
Yeah, I mean.
All right, after our math. It was worse we did. No. And we got a 93 out of that. We're heading towards that 4 gig moment, so I'm going to stop the camera and start it again. Blurry, aren't we? Alrighty, we're back, and we're 3/4 into this, and now we're starting the 4th.
Well, I get the main one coming up next month, 25th. That's BCT. It's 220 cap. Keeps it 220 cap scratch. So, both you and your partner have to have enough money. Equal money. And then it's all scratch. And it's going to be filmed just like the regular TV. And Amber has
And a screw job. That's 6.
and I think Mark can make it
That was dumb luck. That's a spare. Like I said lately, most of the shots that work are actually pretty good. That was dumb luck. Let's see what else Stink of the Bonus Ball gives us. Caleri right, 5 fill.
That's Amber. You like the Amber. I don't know. No, man, that's actually I don't. It's always good to have a head piece. Those will burn off already.
That's just during the time.
2 seconds.
Once again, the bowling god's middle finger remains for now. Oh, we got the head pin, the special 3 banded green one. You know what happened last time? We've won a quarter. Could we get 50 cents if we get it again? Remember, it has to be a strike. Minor lob, let it live. We're not in a competition. It shall be.
It's so slight. See it?
It is really, really green.
Everything else is really so slight. See how
And an 8. And the halftime report. The 6 was the worst thing, and it was the start. The 5 fill was alright. It helped boost things up a little bit. And it's 45 so far. Not too bad.
I bet the last time.
like you've done it once. Oh, you're fine. Whatever ball that was, use that.
special head pin is up again. Can we get another quarter? By the way, it was from the Bank of T&C. I might have accidentally said B&E. But we're in Fitchburg. B&E is appropriate. The Bank of T&C will be giving me 25 cents for that strike. Hopefully, we'll get 50. We got a spare after that. Time for El Stink on the bonus ball. What will it be? El Stinko delivers a 2. And a 10. And 7 points away from a good game, 2 frames over. I can tell they're smoking in the sun. It is. How's it getting in? I can smell it. It's weird. Niner. Eight away from a great game. And lanes 7 and 8 are people that actually can play this game. That's a 9. Alrighty. The 6 was what hurt. The 2 fill, well, El Stinko delivers per usual. We end on the 91. 2 games to go. Let's see how it winds up. Come on, camera. There we go.
quarter Worcester just to help ruin things that much more. Decent recovery, 9. Not doing better than the worst, but not by much. And it's for the halftime report. That 3 really hurt. 9's and a spare. So far we're at least a 40. And we got El Stinko, the bonus ball to throw. So we wonder what the bonus is going to be. But 9 is a great fill. Niner, can't call that curse a fill. It's only 1 pin. As I said, they're going to be shooting a King of the Palace episode, which you can see up there. It is the 28th of 2017. They start at 4 o'clock, and it's 3:24 just now. And some of the people that actually can do this sport are here. Let's continue. Figures that would happen. Still, it's an 8. Two frames ago, 7 from good. That's a good 6. And we got our 25-cent pin. We got 25 cents so far. The Bank of TNC might pay me 50 if I can get a strike. Good recovery, a 9. Corrections. I mark certain games a certain way when they fall a certain. Come on. Come on. There we go. The 6 and the 7 hurt, but we got an 88. One more game to go before we turn it over to the people that don't suck.
I'm Paul.
There's at least 10 high-end league and pro people here watching me and Dennis Nuzzo, which hosts King of the Palace. He's playing on lane 8.
In a good way.
Can imagine Bronchuck would have a heart attack at this point. Spread Eagle would prey in both talons. Dumb luck. And a 10. And a wonderful 6. Halftime report. It's actually turning out okay in spite of that 6. We're at a 43. We're halfway towards a good game.
Bingo. Bingo. Holy crap!
Leave now or you don't make it online?
9.
Listen in. Listen in. Hey, where's my two
White knocked it out.
4 frames to go.
Is it November yet? I really don't think you're going to win it.
I don't even really know like what we're thinking on this, but Amber's Byron too.
Well, now you got done fucked up twice.
I am pretty sad. We had a great hour last year, man. We made it great. Really? Dude, I got to bowl with Nathan at the same and hopefully it's playing all night. He felt his last 2 boxes.
And a 9.
Not so alcohol.
3 frames, 9 from an already.
Hey,
What's up?
Alright, I was going to say we're going to have to wait for that wood to rest. He finally did.
you're not gonna bring nothing today, right?
least it's a 10.
Can't promise it. You're gonna break feelings. Please don't. It's gonna hurt. Yeah, exactly. Hurt somebody's feelings. Yeah. It ain't gonna be bad.
2 frames, 9 from good.
Hey, your wife let you out of the house, kid, huh? Huh? Your wife let you out of the house? She doesn't know you're here.
So bad, you have no idea. So it's like, yeah. Dude, I feel like I've worked so fucking much this week, but I made shit for people. I'm like, how the fuck does it make sense? I thought about it now. They sent me a job an hour and 15 minutes down. Did that job in 2 hours.
I would like to apologize for any swearing you hear from the pros and leagues here. Can't control that.
So I'm like, fuck.
And the bowling god's middle finger is still there.
I had a big sit down with my manager. I was like, remember I told you I Massachusetts treated me and shit? Like, yeah, I'm like, you're doing the same thing. You use me to do everything because you know I don't care and I'll travel, but my money's not there.
And that's what I think of the bowling god's middle finger. That's a 10.
This is my first time. I don't know.
9 from great.
You got your own.
Final frame though.
So what would you do? I knocked out a bunch of people out there. I just stole from people as I go.
Made it. That's the kingpin, not the bowling god's middle finger for 9. This proves I can't play with other people.
We couldn't bowl last night.
Not bad for absolutely 0 marks. We got the 90. Let's recap today's event. 1, 94. 2, 81. 3, 92. The highlight, 4, $1.07. 5, 87. 6, 96. 7, 87. 8, the low light. No stinkers though, 74, 9, 83, 10, 91, 11, 88, and 12 of 90. Compared to what's going to be bowled here in a few hours, those scores totally suck.
Yeah, no, it is.
Well, that's the impromptu, and you know how this usually goes when I bowl with other people. The scores go way down. Anyway, that's this event. And I'd show you the banners, but people are there. And Dave doesn't want me getting the competition. Spoilers, you know. Georgia 551 saying, hope you enjoyed and have a good one.